you have probably heard about in Autobiography of a Yogi, who described this great master, and which is still alive in the Himalayas. Actually, yes, Mahavatar Babaji is that great master, that great yogi itself, that who have been the guru of many great saints, many great sages, who have his darshan, and he's still around. I met many a saint and many a yogi on the path who indicated to me in indirect but no uncertain terms that yes, the Himalayas was hallowed by such a great being who goes by many names, but yet is called the Nameless One. He goes by the name of Babaji, he goes by the name of Mahavatar, he goes by the name of Shiv Goraksha Babaji, he goes by the name of Mahasiddha Baba, Trimbak Baba, महामुनि।
महावतार बाबा जी मतलब जो हम योगानंद जी के पुस्तक में देखें, पर जो मुझे महावतार बाबा जी का दिखाई गया वो फोटो वैसी नहीं है। 100% मैं जिसको कहूँगा वो नहीं है। ब्रह्मा जी के 4 मानस पुत्र जब सृष्टि पैदा होती है, 4 उनके कुमार हैं, वो तो ब्रह्मचारी में चले जाते हैं। फिर वो वशिष्ठ जी उनके मानस पुत्र बनते हैं। तो वशिष्ठ जी थे, हैं और रहेंगे। वशिष्ठ जी महाभारत में भी है, रामायण में भी है, वर्तमान में भी है। बस महावतार बाबा जो है वही वशिष्ठ है, वो वशिष्ठ है।
Kriya Babaji, or so-called Mahavatar Babaji, a little child born in South India. Babaji was kidnapped at the age of 6 or 7 from South India, and he was sold to slave market, and he was brought to Eastern India, Kolkata side. And there his master, the owner, was a kind man. He saw this little boy and he let him go. And the boy found a master going and he started walking behind. And the saint took him with him. And he went through places to places. And then he meet Rishi, the sage Agastya. He is given a boon that he is always alive. Rishi Agastya, thousands of years, let's say hundreds and thousands of years, he's still alive. So he is the one who initiated Babaji into Kriya Yoga.
So I'll tell you the age of Babaji. The whole universe, if you travel at the speed of light in all directions, you'd have to travel for 15 billion years to get to the edge of the universe. But that is the age of the universe. So in one of the states, we have said, "Oh Lord, the universe a bubble in my consciousness, a nothing in thy nothingness." So if 15 billion years is nothing for Babaji, not even the wink of an eye, what must be the age of Babaji? It's an ageless age.
Technique that was given then by sage Agastya to Babaji, and he is called Daksas Yogi. Over 2000 years of age, doesn't matter anymore.
I don't want to speak about Babaji as such because too much has happened in his name. But is such a thing possible? There have been many yogis in the past who still are in some ways. They retain the subtlest part of their body intact. Whenever they feel it's necessary, they are capable of recreating their old bodies. This is called as Nirmanakayas. Gautama, the Buddha, is supposed to be one of the Nirmanakayas. There are many others who recreate their own body as it was then, a youthful body as they liked it. Maybe this is 100 years later, 1000 years later, whatever number of years.
In Badrinath ji, that part of Badrinath ji is Gaurikund. That is where Babaji lives now as well.
I personally, and people in my art tradition, believe that Sri Guru Babaji still exists in the Himalayas. Now when I say Himalaya, it doesn't mean that it's always sitting there in some cave. Like that is his favorite spot where he moves.
Babaji is the visible, invisible savior of humanity. He is called the Nameless One, and yet he goes by many names. And as he is beyond the comprehension of the normal ken of humanity, he often accommodates himself to the limited understanding of us human being and appears to us from time to time.
मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा जब इस पर डीप किया कि बाबा जी कहाँ से प्रारंभ करेंगे और क्या होता है, तो बाबा जी को एक असाइनमेंट वर्ल्ड का मतलब इस पृथ्वी लोक का है पूरा, जिसको कहते हैं ना एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर होता है, जिसकी जवाबदारी होती है लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेंटेन करो.
So, Sant Kabir or Sant Gyaneshwar, these are Sadgurus. When you talk about Sai Baba or even there are many in Ramakrishna Paramhans. So these are Sadgurus, and the Moksha Guru or Param Guru is like Mahavatar Babaji or his Guru Agastya Muni. So they are there to give you moksha and mukti. But Sadguru is always one. Param Guru is one for this entire planet itself. At any period of time, that there is one or two maximum. That God, you can call it as God. That's what I just told you. God don't identify as someone as one single person. It's a consciousness. It's a consciousness. So you can see Babaji as God. He doesn't see himself as God. He sees himself as servant.
So Babaji revived the Kriya Yoga. It is the same process that was given by Lord Krishna during Mahabharata, Lord Krishna to Arjun. Missing years of Christ. And nobody knows like what he did for like 15, 16 years. No one talks about it. The fact of the matter is, he came to India during that period, Himalayan region called Jammu and Kashmir. And that is where Babaji initiated Jesus Christ. And from the Jesus became the Christ consciousness. Rishi, the sage Agastya, he is given a boon that he is always alive. Rishi Agastya. So he is the one who initiated Babaji into Kriya Yoga.
Babaji first gave the original Kriya Yoga to the Yoga Avatar Sham Charan Dev Lahiri Mahasaya. The science was kept in its pristine purity and later passed down to the great Gyan Avatar Sri Yukteswar, who was the guru of the Prem Avatar Paramahansa Yoganand, who has his ashrams and his followers here. It is to this lineage that I belong. He had long hair. He was simpler than simplicity. And his body was dry and yet appeared wet. And the fragrant odor of his body told me the tale of his immortality. His smile had a majesty. It was simplicity, but had a gravity. The gravity of his smile and the smile of his gravity was such a state that it could break the space-time continuum and take you beyond the rings pass not. His smile could take you to the land of no return. That means he could break all your bonds. All your karma could be dissolved if he so desired in one smile. Such was the majesty of his smile. Dissolve all your karmas, break the bonds faster than light, back to the future. Break the bonds of space-time continuum and take you to the reality beyond. This is the power of the smile of the being called Shiv Puraksha Babaji. Beyond that, it is difficult to describe. So this was the meeting of this great being who in his compassion has come to us. He belongs to no religion, no creed, no caste. He is the innermost core of the essence of our souls. And if we practice Kriya Yoga sincerely, we will be able to see him, to realize him in the depths of our own consciousness. This is the being called Babaji. He is so easy to contact for a child with a pure heart. For elders, we must work. Very often I encounter this question. People say that if he's still around, why we don't see him? I say, but to see him, firstly, we have to cleanse ourselves now. Our mind have to be different state. Because just to see a great yogi, a great saint, a sage, just for our curiosity, that doesn't work. So that master is also the same. He is with everybody. Whoever call for him, he is there with them. But to perceive him, to feel him, to get to know about him, we have to build a certain relationship with him. The same thing with God, you see. God is present everywhere. Why some people have the grace of having a darshan, which means to have seen him, and some others who believe also but have never seen him. So like that, Mahavatar Babaji is also present.